Now at 5:30, an update to a story we have been following out of Gastonia. Today, a Gastonia church says it's closing down its encampment where dozens of homeless people lived. There have been folks there actually months or even up to a year at this site. Faith, Hope and Love Community Enrichment Ministries is currently in a legal battle with the city of Gastonia for not complying with state and city ordinances. WCNC Charlotte's Jesse Pierre is joining us live from Gastonia. Jesse, can you tell us, has everyone left this encampment at this point?
Well, when we got here this morning, I saw folks, packing their things and leave the property. And some people I spoke to say, this encampment was like a home to them and they are sad to leave. Now, behind me, you can see the red bricks of the church, and across from it and across the street from it and in front of it, you can see folks camped out right in front of the church. Now, it is unclear if everyone is completely off the campus. Now, Faith, Hope and Love Community Enrichment Ministries tells me they were between a rock and a hard place as they continue to face fines from the city. And with the lawsuit, closing the encampment was the only thing they felt they could do.
It's heart-wrenching because all these people, we got to put them off the property. They have nowhere else to go.
Dozens of people living in tents on Faith, Hope and Love Ministries campus told to vacate Monday.
We're going to feed them. We're still going to let them take showers. We're still going to let them get their mail here and everything, but they won't be able to stay here now, and that's the saddening part.
The ministry is currently being sued by the city of Gastonia and facing over $100,000 in fines for violating city and zoning ordinances by having these trailers on the lot, for example, without the proper permits. The church says the city is making it hard for them to serve the homeless.
They complain about the trash, and they come and they look and they want to give us citations or whatever about trash and things of this nature.
Adrian Miller with the city of Gastonia says the encampment is an unsafe environment for those who live there. Police, fire, and EMS have responded to over 660 emergency calls since May of last year.
As long as people are camping on his property with his permission, that is not a violation. Now, if they're violating the law while they're camping, such as assaulting each other, doing sexual assaults on each other, drug use, drug deals, murder, that's a problem.
The city says its goal is to get the people who want help the help they need.
We rallied our nonprofit community to see what resources we could provide and coordinate to make sure that the people that he's displacing have some sort of information, some sort of resources to get the help that they need.
Resources the church says they have been asking for.
We begged them to come. We've been begging them to come for 2 years. Now they're here.
Now, again, you could still see several people camped out outside of the church. Now, the community partners who were here, they stayed until about 3 o'clock this afternoon. That includes the Salvation Army, substance abuse counseling, and other crisis counseling folks. And the city officials tell me that about 60 people stopped by and requested some sort of information or resources. Now, outside of the services the church provides, like showers and meals, and also being able to use their address, anyone who comes on the property would be considered trespassers. Now, Pastor Colbert says he hopes to still work with the city to come to a solution when it comes to combating the homeless crisis here in Gastonia. Live in Gastonia, Jesse Pierre, WCNC Charlotte.
Well, all right, Jesse, thank you so much for those updates.